This tutorial will help you to learn to use the comma, semicolon, colon analysis to check and improve the punctuation in your composition. After typing your composition into Word or opening an existing document, click on the Writer's Workbench Analysis Programs button on the ribbon. To be certain that you have used commas, semicolons, and colons correctly in your composition, click on the comma, semicolon, colon button. Then click OK. First, read the text at the beginning of the analysis. You are told that the analysis marks each of the 3 points of punctuation that occur in your text with the following labels. In each case, you, as the writer, must be able to state the rule that governs the use of that point of punctuation. This analysis flags punctuation that is present in your text. As you work on your composition, you may need to add additional punctuation. Then, you are told, if you cannot state a rule, you may need to call up more info to review the rules, may need to review the steps document, may need to delete the punctuation, or may need to seek your instructor's help. This analysis prints only those sentences with internal punctuation marks. You decide to click on the More Info button. The More Info information lists the rules that are taught, along with the grammatical terms, in the 3 steps punctuation programs: vocab, comma, and comma, semicolon, colon. With those rules as a reference point, you go on to read that Writer's Workbench has found 15 internal punctuation marks. In the first sentence, the comma after however is flagged. You know that this comma is covered in the "a comma follows an introductory element" rule. No correction is needed. The second sentence has a flag after the word way, which is the last word in an introductory clause that begins with the subordinate conjunction if. Again, the comma after an introductory element rule applies. That comma is correct. The next sentence begins with 3 phrases that begin with instead of. The first 2 phrases are separated by a comma, and the second and last phrases are separated with a comma and the coordinate conjunction and. The series is correctly punctuated. In addition, the series is an introductory to the main part of the sentence. Therefore, the comma following notebook is correct. The next sentence is made up of 2 sentences. The first sentence is, "You can free yourself from the book after you've once studied effectively." The second sentence is, "Studying effectively is the way to study efficiently." 2 sentences within a sentence may be joined with a comma and a coordinate conjunction or with a semicolon. You decide to change the comma to a semicolon. You highlight the text close to the flag, but not the flag, and click on Word Search. You change the comma to a semicolon and you return to the analysis. The next sentence begins with an introductory adverbial clause beginning with while. That clause is followed by a comma. No change is needed. The next sentence has a comma following an introductory series of phrases beginning with the preposition by. That punctuation is correct, as is the punctuation in the next sentence. The last sentence begins with a sentence followed by a series. Whenever a complete sentence precedes a list, a colon should follow the sentence and precede the list. Before making that correction, you consider the punctuation of the series. The items in the series are chapter, unit, semester, and comprehensive. While the first members of the series should be separated with commas as they are in this sentence, the last two members must be separated with a comma and the coordinate conjunction. You need to add a comma before the coordinate conjunction and. You have two corrections to make in this sentence. You highlight part of the sentence and click on the word search button. You change the semicolon to a colon, and you insert a comma before the word and. Then you return to your analysis. You have considered all of the sentences listed in the analysis, so you click Close Analysis.